Hey, what's up, peeps? My name is Khumulemo, but you guys know me as Gumz. And today we came to speak about my album, Pulse of Afro. I've decided to name the album Pulse of Afro. If you look at the parts of the name, Pulse, when you're still trying to check someone's life, you checking their pulse. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the deep and original roots of Afro, although the pulse is getting a bit lighter now. There's a new wave of Afro coming in. I feel like that original African rhythm, the African sound, there's still a pulse. It's still living. Just gotta, find the right spaces. So I think the album is just saying that there's still a pulse in Afro, and Afro as in Afro house, and Afro house is still here to stay. So yeah. Um, This album has been in the works for about 2 years, but I wasn't even planning to make it an album actually. I just had some tracks here and there. I've been getting a lot of inspiration, especially this year, to produce music, man. And I think it's just been part of my spiritual journey where I've gotten a lot of inspiration. And eventually I decided that, you know what, I've got enough tracks to make an album. And then I started getting into album mode and working on tracks aligned with the album. But I think by the time I had the idea to make the album, I had already 10 unreleased tracks that I was planning to release as singles. But now we're on 16 tracks that are going to be on the album. So, yeah, the album was just a decision after having these tracks that I've been making over the course of this past 2 years. In the different times of my life I've been in, a lot can change in 2 years. So the tracks that are in the album are signifying certain seasons in those 2 years. So yeah, it's an expression of how life has been for me in the past 2 years, and yeah, I hope the listeners will hear that in the music. Uh, the original Gumz style that my fans know me for, very Afrocentric, very rhythmic, very spiritual, very soulful. But I've gone with some variety. There's some commercial style tracks, which is where Afro House is currently now. There's a lot of commercial style, but I've incorporated some of that as well, learned how to get into that space. There's that underground sound that I'm well known for. There's some love songs, a couple of love songs in there. I think you can expect a bit of everything in terms of house, deep house, techno, Afro house. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta remember a couple of people. I don't wanna leave out names. I've got a collaboration with D'Africa Deep. It's in the album. The vocalists I've worked with, there's an amazing vocalist from Swaziland named Zinia. I think she's someone who's about to pop really soon. Another vocalist I've worked with, Sane, is also on the rise in the Afro house space. I always tell her that her voice sounds like AI, man, but it's actually her voice. She's really dope. I've worked with an underground Gom/Afro house producer. He's got like a fusion style. His name is BFG Deeper. I've worked with him. He's also someone who's going to be releasing some crazy music. I've worked with a vocalist called Sase. He's also got some dope music coming out soon. He's Tsonga, so he brings that Tsonga flavor to three-step and also to Afro house. So it brings something different to the music. I've worked with an African legend named View Faka Tore from Mali. He's a guitarist from Mali, vocalist as well, powerful artist. Who else? I've worked with a good friend of mine, Pansola. He's a drummer. So I have him on the percussions on one of the tracks, the source. Yeah, also a vocalist I go way back with, who I'm so aligned with when it comes to music and ideas and melody, and that's Bugega. So last but not least, we've got Bugega on the album as well. Yeah, it's a tough question. It's like picking your favorite child, man. It's a tough thing to do, but okay, we're talking about music here. So um, I would say Ngozi is one of them. Ngozi, I explored a different style that came out really well. And it's also a very soulful track, powerful track. Also can be played in the clubs, it's heavy. So Ngozi. And then there's one that hasn't been part of the singles, and that's Lokanye Lokanye. That's also like my go-to sound, my trademark sound that makes me as well. So look out for that track, Lokanye Lokanye. So yeah, between the two. I think trusting in your sound. I developed trust, man. Patience when working on the sound, not to rush tracks, to really get them to the level you want them to be at before releasing them. I've also experienced love throughout this journey as well. Yeah, spiritual growth as well. So it's been, yeah, the album has been something that has helped me grow as well. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, your mind has to be at peace. Okay, not necessarily, because I've made songs where my mind wasn't at peace. Actually, some of the best songs, my mind was, kind of in a stressed state. But in general, that's how I re-energize to do everything else that I need to do. It's just to take time to myself. Yeah, be in my own space. I'm gonna re-energize. Yeah. Thanks for the love thus far with the singles I've released. I know you guys have been loving them and showing the love. There's still a lot more to come in the album, so I hope you guys are ready.